better with Kickoff Sports Show, where we will be serving you all the latest from tennis, basketball, Formula One, football, exclusive interviews, and lots more.
Hamilton going for the move on Alonso at the 130. These two great side by side.
Martinelli! Oh yes! Gabriel Martinelli is back with a bang!
Headlines from Nigerian newspapers, behind the papers from the stand, analysis on burning trending issues across Nigeria and beyond.
The problem is not politics or tribalism, but corruption.
The governors will say, give us our own slot. The chairman of local government will say, give us our own slot. Who does those slots go to?
You offend, they arrest you, they detain you, and they release you. That's all.
Hello, my name is OLADAPO Okunubi.
My name is Victory Onyedikachi.
My name is Adedamola Lafenwa.
And my name is Favor Oloruntola.
Join us weekdays 9 a.m. on your Remedy Radio dial, Solutions 939 FM.
Here, we make it different from the norm.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Manchester City getting the 3-point and to give up the pressure in the English Premier League. Well, we've got updates from the world of basketball, same as tennis. Well, something looks like it may be a tough one for the Super Eagles of Nigeria with Victor Osimhen, who did not travel with a team yesterday down to Bakani, but according to reports, well, it depends on how he feels today. By 5 p.m. he should be able to join up with the Super Eagles team ahead of the semi-final clash against the Bafana of South Africa. Super Eagles of Nigeria getting set for that semi-final one, and remember, a lot of ex-internationals have been talking ahead of that one. Well, some saying that Super Eagles of Nigeria knows how to beat Bafana of South Africa, but hey, they've got a coach who knows how to play African football. With that, we welcome you to Kickoff Sports Show this morning. My name is OLADAPO Okunubi, aka Young Striker 9. This morning, we will also be looking at cup games around Europe as we have the FA Cup Round 4, Copa del Rey semi-final, DFB Cup quarter-final, same as Coupe de France. Remember, we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. Let's go.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Okay, so let's start with tennis this morning with updates from where. Should we say ladies first or Cordoba Open first? Well, let's go straight to the Cordoba Open this morning with updates coming from that end where Facundo Acosta moved to the next round of the Cordoba Open ATP 250 early this morning, beating Federico Agustin Gomez 6-1, 6-4 in 2 straight sets. Well, by 6 o'clock this evening, Federico Coria will be up against Daniel Admire as Mariano Navone will be up against Roberto Cabellas Viena, and Marcelo Barrio will take on Luciano Darderi. Banebe Zapata Miralles will be up against Christian Garnin by 9:30 tonight, and the last game we'll see Yannick Hoffman against Juan Pablo Virales. That will be by 11 o'clock tonight. But looking at other games that started in the Dallas Open, for the singles, Max Purcell defeated Michel Kroger 6-2, 4-6, 7-6, and more games to go down today. James Duckworth will be in action against Zakari Varja, and Tennis Sangrin against Alex Mickelson. Nicolas Moreno will be up against Maro Giron as Steve Johnson will battle Christopher Eubanks. Emilio Navarre will take on Mark O'More. And the last game of the day, we see Pedro Martinez battle Yoshito Nishioka. In front, we have the Open 3 Marseille, as we have games also scheduled for today. Jerry Lehaka will take on David Goffins, Sebastian Corda will take on Hugo Grenier. In Abu Dhabi Open WTA 500, it was a smooth sail through to the next round for Emma Raducanu, who is through to the second round of the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open after dispatching Maria Boskova in straight sets. Raducanu playing in just her third tournament of the year, and first since the second round exit at the Australian Open. Took 82 minutes to see off a Jack opponent 6-4, 6-1 in the final match of the day. But looking at games ongoing today, we have the doubles ongoing live. Anna Dalina teaming up with Nadia Kick Nenok against Lucia Stefani and Beatrice Anad Maya. Kiss Kenok, Danielina led the first set 6-2, and the second set is ongoing right now. And talking about the singles, one game has already been cancelled. That is the clash between Linda Noskova and Veronika Kudermentova. And well, the live game in the singles, Linda Noskova is up against Sarah Soribe Toma, and Toma is leading the first set 4-2. More games to go down today. Magda Linier to take on Alexandra Ella, as we have Jigju Wang against Christina Boscha. Naomi Osaka will be in action today by 11:35 against Danielle Collins, and Issa Watson against Veronika Kudermentova by 1 o'clock. Remember, the clash between Jelena Ostapenko and Issa Watson has been cancelled. While in the doubles, well, I feel the doubles today in the WTA tournament will surely be awesome. Why? And that happens to be the last one for today. 4:30, we'll see Anja Bar team up with Naomi Osaka against Saisei Zhang and Jing Yu Wang. All right, now looking at other updates this morning. Talking tennis, Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, Carlo Alcaraz, and new Australian Open champion Jannik Sinner are slated to participate in an exhibition event in Saudi Arabia in October. That is according to updates we're getting from the kingdom. Dani Medvedev and Olga Rune are the other players involved in what is being touted as the Six Kings slide. Okay, so nobody wants to be on the bench, right? Remember, Golden State Warriors defeated Brooklyn Nets 109-98 points in the wee hours of today. And one man has been reacting after Golden State Warriors star Klay Thompson was left out of the closing lineup of the second time, for the second time in 3 games in the wee hours of today, where the team won against Brooklyn Nets. A future Hall of Famer admitted it has been very hard dealing with watching some of the most important moments of games from the sidelines. Yeah, it happens, but he needs to ask Ahmed Musa what he's currently doing at the Africa Cup of Nations. You know, not even kicking a ball, but being motivational for the team. Well, now let's look at other results of games in the NBA. LA Lakers beating Charlotte Hornets 124-118 points, while Cleveland Cavaliers sat back at home, defeated Sacramento Kings, who were the guests of this morning, 136-110 points. Philadelphia 76ers lost 102-118 points against visitors Dallas Mavericks. LA Clippers went on the road, defeated Atlanta Hawks 149-144 points, and New Orleans Pelicans defeated Toronto Raptors 138-100 points. Moving on the show this morning, we'll talk Formula One. Okay, so remember, things are changing, and well, for some, they're already thinking of the next move even before the season ends. Well, let's look at what is happening in preparation for a new season. Formula One teams have agreed to reorder the sports sprint weekend format for the 2024 season and beyond. The event, of which there will be 6 in 2024, will retain the same sessions, but they have been rejigged in an attempt to create a better spectacle following free practice on a Friday. Sprint qualifying, also known as a sprint shootout, rather than qualifying for Sunday's full-length race, will take place as the day's second session. The sprint will follow first thing on Saturday before traditional qualifying comes later in the day ahead of the race on Sunday. So there will be more changes being expected. Now, Alex Albon says he must maintain his 2023 level of performance and then just do a bit more to ensure he's in the frame of opportunities, such as replacing Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes in 2025. Remember, Hamilton made a shocking announcement last week that he will be moving to another team away from Mercedes by 2025. Hamilton made a decision to join.
Sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
News, sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
From the east to the west, now we dey carry first. From the north to the south, go reach the south. We go see say we get mouth, cause we know they carry last. Nigeria know they carry last. We dey ball like Okocha or Aziza to Shola, Agba Bola, and we fit carry shoulder, cause we know they carry last.
Okay, Najano they carry last as we look at the Super Eagles of Nigeria's preparation for the semi-final clash against Bafana Bafana of South Africa, going into the semi-final of the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations. Well, after beating Angola, now the focus is now on South Africa. Remember, if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. Now, looking at what we are getting from Super Eagles goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali, who says he's ready for the team's semi-final fixture against the Bafana Bafana of South Africa. Remember, Nwabali plans his trade with a South African side, Chippa United, and is well known to some of the players in the Bafana Bafana team. The shotstopper stated that facing the Bafana Bafana will be special for him. Well, let's also look at some special stories rocking the Africa Cup of Nations, but we'll be doing that after this time out.
The drama, the suspense, the emotions, the gang moments. Don't miss out on Nollywood movies and web series on YouTube with the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN. You can enjoy over 10 hours of Nollywood content made for you. Sharply dial *312*800# to activate the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN and start enjoying. YouTube made for you.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks were clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though. School is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Night. The players and their officials departed Abidjan for Bouaké via Air Côte d'Ivoire around 10 p.m. local time, according to a report. Due to tummy upset, the reason Victor Osimhen could not, travel. Victor Osimhen could not, travel with the team. And according to reports, well, this man, if it gets better today by 5 p.m., he should be able to join up with the team ahead of tomorrow's battle. Now, talking about Super Eagles of Nigeria, former Nigerian international, Chief Odegbami, Segun Odegbami has come out to say that for Super Eagles of Nigeria, He has given them thumbs up with a form and formation that is difficult to break down by opponent. But it feels Jose Peseiro still needs to work better. However, well, maybe NFF will start shopping for a new coach that can take Nigeria to the highest level of football and not dreaming only of a semi-final round at a continental showpiece. Nigeria should be the team to beat at the Global Football Showpiece and not only at the Africa Cup of Nations.
We projected our very best even till now, and there are still lapses in that team. But on the balance of performance and the opportunities that we've had to develop into a team, I think we are making tremendous progress. I said it before we started the championship that we needed time to build a team. We had the players. And what 1 week before the championship and the matches we have played in the championship, what they have done is to build up that team slowly and steadily. Right now, we have a team that is almost unstoppable for the rest of the teams here. Yes, the strategy is working well. We are playing defensively, and then we have two extremely good and extremely fast players up front who are supporting Osimhen. I project that we are going to be one of the foremost footballing nations in the world. That's where we should be going, not the semi-finals of the Nations Cup that we have achieved now. Is this all we should aim for, even in this championship? Because where we are going is bigger than where he intends to take us to. We need somebody who will take us there.
Okay, that was the chief. Shegun Odegbami speaking yesterday in Ivory Coast concerning the formation and the tactics of the Jose Peseiro, also saying that, well, NFF should start shopping for a new tactician. But the question is, who will be the tactician that can take Nigeria to that level, highest level of football? Well, let's also talk about what is happening in Cameroon. Well, there was a meeting yesterday in Cameroon where former Cameroon International, that is Samuel Eto'o, who happens to be the president of the Cameroonian Football Federation, tendered his resignation letter. And he also advised other executive members to do so. But that resignation was rejected by the executive committee. Eto'o, who won the African Player of the Year a record 4 times, has been dunked with allegations of improper conduct, match fixing, and corruption. The federation said its executive committee met in Cameroon capital Yaoundé on Monday to evaluate the national team's performance at the Africa Cup of Nations. Remember, Nigeria defeated Cameroon. Right, and well, let's also wait, because a lot has been said about the former Chelsea Barcelona player. Well, last week the Athletic reported that it had seen WhatsApp messages, emails, letters and audio recordings that allegedly support a wide range of accusations, including match fixing, abuse of power, physical threats, inciting violence, and Phil Foden getting a hat-trick.
Looking towards Tony, and Mope is onside. Mope, can you believe it? 20 minutes of City dominance, and with their first attempt of the match, Mope has given Brentford the lead. Diaz with a header, Walker. Oh, it's straight to Haaland, dreadful mistake, here's his chance. Flecken's there again. Rodri. And now De Bruyne. Oh, that's not very good. Foden! Right on half-time. Absolutely exquisite timing. And City are level at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Okay, De Bruyne. Oh, Foden! 2-1. Goal either side of half-time. And the Blues are in front, having trailed. 2 for Foden. Again, there's danger with Reguilon. Tony pulling away. Oh, Norgard! Diaz threw his body on the line. Rodri. Haaland. Foden! That will do! A first City hat-trick for Foden since the derby when they won 6-3. And the Blues, for the 4th away game in a row, have got the points and will win. Well, they've had to tough it out, but they've done it the hard way. And Foden's got a match ball.
from Kevin. So at the end,
yeah, you just talk about Phil and sort of what he's brought to his game.
We knew it for the day. I think Phil is playing, I said 2 weeks ago, the most influential season in the team in terms of goals, assists. It's reading really well the game, how he play simple, how he be more aggressive. He has the pleasure to score the goals, and the threat when he's close to the TR box always is there. He's an incredible runner, how he runs for the team. So he's an exceptional player. So at a short age, already more than 250 games from City. That means the impact, the influence since he arrived. Pressing after defense, so too deep, a low blow.
Pep Guardiola speaking about Phil Foden, the hat-trick man, yesterday following his great performance. Well, following that victory for Manchester City, the team is second on the Premier League globe with 49 points, tied with Arsenal that has now dropped to the third spot. I take it again, the Arsenal that has now dropped to the third spot. Remember, Arsenal was celebrating that second position over the weekend, but, well, Manchester City, now second. However, for Manchester City's next game will be against Everton at the Etihad Stadium. And, well, following that defeat for Brentford, this team will be facing Wolverhampton Wanderers on the road. Now, moving away from that, let's also look at games going down today. Remember some matches decided yesterday, right? But remember, AS Roma defeated Cagliari 4-0 and Sevilla, despite missing key players, and was replaced shortly afterwards. So don't kill yourself because of some things, right? But now let's look at transfer updates. Not really transfer update, but also one or two things happening in the English Premier League teams. Well, for Mauricio Pochettino, he will not be fired. Yes, according to what we are getting, he could be spared the axe at Chelsea along with the remainder of his coaching staff, because paying them off could see the club in serious danger of breaching Premier League spending rules. Okay, so we should be expecting some things in the next few days where Ronaldinho, Mesut Ozil, Thierry Henry, Hernan Crespo are being lined up for a new over 35 tournament to be played in England this summer, with the England side said to be skippered by Steve McManaman. Think about this. Think about this story. Look at these players. Don't be shocked if Saudi Arabia also comes up with something like this. Well, we'll be moving to the other side of the show this morning. We'll look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. But before that, yes, Frank Lampard, well, maybe he has failed with managing male football teams. And reports is that former England star Izzy Christensen says Chelsea should consider appointing Frank Lampard as a new women's team coach when Emma Hayes leaves for the US this summer. Well, we'll leave for the other side of the show. Headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers from the dailies coming up shortly. My name is OLADAPO. Good morning.
all about information, education, and entertainment.
Maybe that's before now. Solutions 93.9 FM has raised the standard of radio broadcast to preferring solutions in all human angle. 939 FM, the remedy.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
It's a beautiful Tuesday morning right here on the Remedy Dial Solutions 93.9. 32 minutes gone past the hour of 9, and it's about time we look through the front pages of our Nigerian newspapers and get a perspective on the trending stories, of course, with analysis and feedback from you as well. Welcome to the show. My name is Victory Onyedikachi.
Well, OLADAPO Kunubi is my name, and I've got with me the Punch and the Nation newspapers here. And it's still about the state of economy, same as state of security in Nigeria. There was a protest yesterday, and I hope that Mr. President should be seeing what Nigerians are feeling.
All right, I'll be taking stories from the Nigerian Tribune and the Vanguard newspaper. Be reminded that we're streaming live on Facebook, so do well to jump in on the platform and react to stories that are of interest to you, because I mean, the economic situation and insecurity that we're bedeviled with is one that we're all in it together. So let's get right into the papers. Alright, let's start off with the Tribune paper that reads 14 passengers in 2 buses traveling to Abuja kidnapped in Kogi. Entities got more forex allocation than they asked for, CBN governor reveals. Reps begin senatorial debate on financial sector to King Charles diagnosed with cancer. Big story on the Tribune paper, high cost of living sparks protests. Right this to that, residents block roads in Mina. Hard times over soon, Remi Tinubu. Poultry farmers lament loss of 33 trillion naira investment to prevailing harsh economy. Foodstuff cattle dealers decry multiple taxes on Southeast South roads. County government meets business leaders, promises to meet Tinubu on economic crisis. These are the riders to that major headline. How I escaped from gunmen who murdered my colleagues. Ekiti traditional ruler. Abducted babies sold for 800,000 naira rescued in Lagos. 4-year-old, several others in critical condition at Lasu after gas explosion. These are the stories on the front page of the Tribune paper.
Okay, now going straight to the Punch newspaper this morning as we look at some of the headlines we have from that end. Looking at the banner headline from the Punch newspaper this morning. Nigerians seek relief. States get 3.3 trillion naira allocations. Now, how will this, translate to food on the table of Nigerians? Now, looking at the writers to this headline, protesters lament rising inflation. Governors rally FG to avert food crisis. And this one says the state's LJ received 3.3 trillion naira July to December. Quality of life degenerating, residents say. And looking at the cap headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning, Senate to raise customs of 5 trillion naira revenue target. Tinubu Abiodun mourn as Jimmy Solanke dies at 81. And there's this set of headlines we have here. Naira weekends at parallel market rises at official window. Please come Kogi Forest as gunmen abduct 14 Abuja-bound travelers. Can we say Nigerians should stop traveling? But no. I think what we can also say is we need more security officials on our roads. But this one says cancer. Biden, Sunak, world leaders sympathize with King Charles. This and more you can find from the Punch newspaper this morning.
Alright, away from the Punch, let's now move over to the Vanguard newspaper. Nigeria loses 890 billion naira as gas flaring rises to 18.9% to 275 down major roads. History favors Super Eagles over Bafana. These are the stories on the front page of the Vanguard paper.
All right, now going straight to the Nation newspaper this morning with the last take of this morning. The cap headlines from the Nation newspaper says Oyo, Kaduna, cross a river to share for $540 million AFDB fund. Now, we have a lot of, we've got crisis rocking PDP in Edo State. Now, this one says Edo 2024, 9 PDP aspirants reject delegates election, 8.06 billion naira contracts. Okay. Forex reforms attracting FDIs, says Katoso. Protests rocks Mina. Governor, people mopping up food items to create scarcity. I don't really understand. Governor, people mopping up food items to create scarcity. Okay, so trying to say that people are also the cause of the scarcity. Navy arrest Spain-bound stowaways. This and more you can find from the Nation newspaper this morning. We've also given you headlines from Vanguard, Tribune, Punch this morning. So let's go straight to the burning issue this morning. It is more of securing our states, right? So, well, on Monday, the Oyo State government empowered local government chairmen in all 33 local governments in the state to take up the security responsibilities in their areas and fight against illegal mining, land grabbing, and banditry, which is now on the increase in the country. Honorable Commissioner for Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters, Olusegun Olaiwola, who made his known on Monday while addressing newsmen after the closed-door meeting, which also had a DG of Oyo State Mineral Development Agency, Mr. Abiodun Oni, said the outcome of the meeting has made the leaders heads of security task force who will work in collaboration with traditional leaders under the local government to apprehend all unscrupulous elements in their midst.
Urgency, have saddled the chairman of each of these 33 local governments to go back home, hold an emergency meeting with the security committees of their various local governments. And we have come to a conclusion today that this security committee also will turn to task force on man-hunting after illegal miners, man-hunting after land grabbers, man-hunting after the banditry. With this, I know if we are able to do our work the way it should be done, by the grace of God, the security situation of Oyo State will be lower. From this month, there must be a compulsory joint security meeting at the local government level the last Thursday of the month, the result of which must get to the headquarters on or before the end of the month, so that the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters can take the decisions or findings of each of these local governments to His Excellency.
Okay, well, Honorable Commissioner for Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters, Olusegun Olaiwola, speaking there. Comrade Ayode Jadishokwe is with us this morning as we look at this and more from the headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Comrade, thank you for joining us. Good morning to you.
My pleasure. Good morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
We're still talking about the state of security in Nigeria, and now it is coming down to your state.
Priorities in managing security. Security is local. Look, your neighborhood, your community, that is where security starts from. Even from your home, secure your homes. Do proper security arrangement. Have security lights. Even if you don't have a personal car, you secure your doors. You make sure things are in order. That is where security starts from. And I remember sometime about 2 years ago, I spoke with a government official in terms of this issue, that security, and he told me, he was in charge. He told me that they were holding meetings with traditional institutions and doing some, giving them some security enlightenment. They know themselves. These guys know themselves in the locality, in the neighborhood. If I know 4 people, the other person has information about 3 people. By the time we pull the information that we have together, we'll have a good picture. Let me tell you, in my neighborhood, there was, on the other side of my neighborhood, a few weeks ago, some displacement. Some people were displaced, because they thought they constituted a security threat. And we were duly informed of the movements of those people, you understand? And of course, the needful has been done about that information that was made available to us, you understand? That tells you that this thing, security is local. We should empower the traditional institutions to secure. They volunteer information. People come to the valley, they come to the king, they volunteer information to the chiefs willingly. And of course, the information can be verified. You understand? There's a process of doing that. They should be trained. In the process, you have information, and then you have what you have credible intelligence, and then actionable intelligence. They should be trained, in the basics of these things, and then before that intelligence moves to the hands of the security men, and there must be a direct link, between them. So, if we're going to be doing serious policing, as it were, it has to be local, and they have to be equipped with the requisite knowledge.
That means we are gradually moving to the level of local policing and bringing police to the job of the state government. But let's just wait till that stage.
Look at how much, if I may add, this governor, the governor of Oyo State, has spent procuring equipment, from vehicles to walkie-talkies to security agencies that is not under his control. And of course, he's the chief security officer. He must do the needful to secure his state, especially when he's thinking in terms of tourism. You want tourists to come. Any information about insecurity, they will just come. It's what they read that they are going to be acting on. So kudos to the Oyo State governor. About 4 times, if not 5 times, in the last 4.5 years that he has procured equipment for security agencies. Kudos to our governor.
Comrade, yesterday during political update, one of the solution that your guest preferred regarding insecurity and perhaps our economic challenges.
Sent to them. It is not sent to them. There's a joint accounts allocation committee that they call JAC. The only time they functioned was in the day in 1999 to 2002, when of course they had a 2-3 year tenure. I knew they met, and the local government chairman in Oyo State, I can say it, and because I know that between 1999 and 2002, when the chairman left office after a 3-year tenure, they were actually chairmen who functioned as chairmen, and we saw their impact because they knew they were close to the people, and they knew the people would deal ruthlessly with them if you did not perform. So they were struggling and competing to perform, to satisfy their people. But you see, there's a prescription in the Constitution, and it says, local government shall be democratically elected, but at the same time, appropriating and reprobating are now given the power
to manage local government to the state assemblies. That the state assembly will pass laws, relevant laws. Yes, what do you expect? I mean, except you are going to make the local government a third tier of government. There is no there's no rigidity about system of governance. If you want to make the third tier of government, this local government, yes, they can make it. But you see, our constitution, like Professor Akim Oyebode said, our constitution is a forgery because it starts with "we the people." Where were the people that gathered to write the constitution? They put the name of local government, 774 local government. That is unnecessary. In the days of yore, Western region had a constitution. All these things, governance, they don't subscribe to the one they call restructuring. No, unbundle the center for governance sake, for the sake of the people. But the beneficiaries of the current arrangement, they are not going to let go easily. But maybe when the house is going to fall on them, eventually they will agree. Because the state governors maintain stranglehold. Oyo State governor, the continuation of the Idiakwe road, the continuation, the governor is saying that it is the local government, about 3 local governments that are building it. Of course, the resources, of course, they will just ask the local government chairman to sign, to sign the award of the contract, joint award of the contract. It is the state government that is in control. Oyo State government publicly admitted on television, if I recollect, properly, admitted that they cannot let the local governments do what they like. But are they elected? No, the government picks the candidates and then they arrange everything. The current chairman of OCA, a gentleman, a senior advocate of Nigeria, a man of character and integrity, when he was appointed, I asked him in an interview, I said, how can you come and lay your hard-earned reputation on the line and become the chairman of OCA? But he said the governor assured him. He assured him. Let's go wait and see. Maybe the election is April. They will just say they have won it at 3 local government and the other FCD.
So, Comrade, do you think that the dissolution of power among the 3 tiers is a step to solving the problems that we're bedeviled with?
Well, you see, like security, governance is local. That is the closest to the people. As the states are shouting, that is 100 meters. There are 100 meters in a kilometer. 10 people in the local government will get that. And then all those supplies. And then the laying of asphalt. And, the carpenters will work. All of that. You can imagine 1 kilometer of road. How many people's lives will be affected? If it is 10,000. If it is the laborers, they are working daily. You understand? Will take money home. The laborers 5,000, 3,000, 4,000 on a daily basis until that road is completed. You can imagine the impact of 1 kilometer road in a local government. That is how important. That is the trickle-down effect, and it is the trickle-down effect that matters. I saw an administration in this state. When they award superb contract, that Ministry of Education thing, they will say, okay, you take the toilet. They will divide it and all of that. They can give 3 people 1 building. And then trickle-down effect. That is what we are not getting. We need a trickle-down effect. Local governments will ensure that. Effective, functional local government will ensure a trickle-down. It is trickle-down that we want, not people grabbing everything at the top.
Okay, let it trickle down. However, yesterday, and if you can also see the front pages this morning from different newspapers, Tribune, the banner headline, high cost of living sparks protest. If you look at that of Vanguard, kidnappers 150 million, and there's one big, yellow headline that says, Niger residents protest hunger, shut down major roads. Are we not getting to the stage? This is just 60 seconds. Are we not gradually moving to the stage of Occupy Nigeria? Remember what happened under President Goodluck Jonathan? 60 seconds.
Well, you see, at the end of the day, power belongs to the people. When people get fed up, they will do the needful, and the one that they will help themselves. Self-help will be the last resort. Self-help. I know this one cannot last forever. Nothing lasts forever anyway. So
self-help. People will resort to self-help. People cannot, hunger does not make anybody, people become irrational and illogical when hunger is prevailing. Hunger and pain. So,
all right.
Self-help.
Okay. Self-help. But people should not go against the law of the land. Right?
Okay. Whether hunger understands the laws of the land.
Okay, well, comrade, I would have loved us to talk more about this, but because of our time this morning and program coming up by 10 o'clock. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
All right.
All right, that's Comrade DG this morning with his thoughts regarding the state of the nation. He said hunger doesn't understand, law of the land, but be that as it may, we have a law that governs us as a people, so we must ensure that we adhere to these laws. Otherwise, there are consequences to face afterwards.
Yeah, and most especially, I mean, when I heard and saw the video yesterday about the protest, I just hope that we won't get to that Occupy Nigeria of January 2012. Well, at this moment, we have to just pack our bags and leave. And let's just also, if any political office holder is listening right now, let Nigeria